Hello everyone, I'm Deb Courtney. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the benefits of having a perfect life and what those benefits look like. Some people will want this, some people will not want the benefits of having a perfect life, but I do. And I've worked on it a long time, and I continue to work on it. So let's begin. The first one I wrote down, like I said, these are things I wrote down a long time ago, is that you feel terrific almost all the time. And I do, I really do. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about using an artificial high. I'm not talking about having drugs or alcohol in your life. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about you basically feel almost terrific all the time. And I do. I do feel that way. The second one is virtually have no problems or conflicts. They just seem to disappear. That has happened to me simply because I have learned ways to deal with problems and conflicts in life so that I can have the benefits of a perfect life. And you will, in your own life, will have to figure out what that looks like for you in order to not that the conflicts and problems seem to disappear. And that takes a part of the life's journey, and we learn a lot of these things by trials and errors. The next one has to do with the source of energy is clean and stable. I need far less energy to flourish. And what I mean by that is that the things that I provide for myself, the foods that I eat, the things that I take in, the thoughts, ideas, and suggestions that I allow in or I don't allow in, having those things implemented helps me with having the benefits of the perfect life that I like to live. Does that say that, am I saying that you don't have thoughts and ideas and suggestions that drop into your brain that want you to be in conflict or in turmoil? You sure do. The situation is, though, you stop them. You may have the thought may race through your brain like that. And so you have to be disciplined and desire to take bad thoughts, ideas, and suggestions and do away with that and say, no, that's not me. Do not allow it to attach itself to you. And you have to be intentional with that. You really do. And I'm very intentional with that. When I have a bad thought that would come to my mind, I said, that's not me. That's not who I am. I don't accept that. And I dismiss it. That's how I intentionally work on doing away with bad thoughts, ideas, and suggestions that want to attach themselves to me and to get me to do things, say things, be a certain way that I absolutely refuse to do, say, and be. It's really simple. And sometimes, but it's something you have to do it intentionally and work on it. I have ample outlets and opportunities for my creativity to flourish, whatever it is I'm doing. And when I say creativity, I'm talking about your creativity is family, work, career, relationships, things of that nature. We've discussed these in past videos, that you have the opportunities and the outlets to be able in place. And if you don't know what those outlets or opportunities are, go find them. Do your due diligence and take the time to find them so that you as a person, your being can flourish. And that way that is a benefit to your life. And so, yeah, you have to do your due diligence. The next one I wrote down is that I'm engaged in life as it unfolds for me today. Not as it did yesterday, not what I think it may do in the future. No. You attract, what I'm talking about is you attract the best people to you naturally, in the moment. Stay in the moment. Because if we start thinking about regrets and past mistakes and past stuff, you get in, you go to a certain place that's not conducive to having the benefits of a perfect life. If you start worrying about things that may take place in the future, start getting all upset about things, something that might happen, shoulda, coulda, woulda happen, or whatever, then you start going in that direction, and that's not conducive to having a perfect life that you desire to have. You have to be, everything that I've talked about in these videos has to be intentional. You have to do the work in order for them to take place. The next one is everyone else will naturally leave you alone. And what I mean by that is you more easily respond to change. And when someone sees that you've changed, you've become a different person, that you no longer get upset, that you're maturing, that you no longer go there with somebody about the past, or you no longer worry about anything in the future, that you're living in the moment, you're present right now, then you'll find people will leave you alone. Because if you don't get into their drama, you don't let them pull you into their drama, then guess what? They will leave you alone. Because they're looking for someone to agree with them about the negativity, whatever else is going on in their life that's not conducive to having a good, balanced, well, perfect life. Let them go. Okay. Okay. You can afford to be flexible. I can afford to be flexible because my life comes easier because it is fully integrated. And yes, I like the flexibility of where I'm living at, where I'm living at to now. And you can have flexibility when you've got, family and husbands and careers and things like that. There's a certain amount of flexibility that you can work with. You have to go find it. You may have to move some things around in order to have that flexibility, but it's there. You can afford to have it. It's there. The next thing I wrote down is work is play. People are love, and ideas are money. I operate on a higher plane, thus avoiding the common turbulences of life. So it's your perception, the way you look at your work, the way you look at people, the way you look at money, the way you look at relationship, the way you look at your health, the way you look at your nutrition. It's the way you look at everything. It's your perception. And when you start looking at perceptions the way that you want to have the benefits of having a better, perfect life, and like I've said in the past, it takes a lifelong journey, then you will have those benefits. Those benefits will come to you, and you will have them. You lose the urge to strive. Striving is expensive. It costs us a whole lot to strive. And what I mean by that is I'm not necessarily mean in monetary, like monetary situation. Strife can cost you your peace. Generally does cost a lot of people their peace. It can cost you your joy. That's two things right there that strife can cost you. It can cost you your health. There's three things, So strife is expensive. Come out of strife, period. I think that's about the simplest way I can explain it to you, is to come out of strife. Whatever you need to do, whatever steps, measures you need to implement to take you out of strife, whatever relationships you need to come in that are out of, that are strifeful to you, find ways to come out of them, if possible, as far as it depends upon you. And if it is a marriage relationship, and you say, well, Deborah, that's easier said than done. Okay, well then sit down and have the talk with your mate and say, what can we implement in order to have a less stressful marriage and to have the benefits of a good and perfect life in marriage as far as is possible to us and what we know at this time. You're always learning and growing, always, every day, every week, every month, every year. So have those conversations with people in your life, have those conversations with yourself, and then find out what works and implement them. If you think what works and it turned out it didn't work, adjust. It's really simple, adjust. There's something I wrote down, people love you and you love them. There is nothing in the way of the natural exchange for love. You know when you see your mom or a son or daughter or whatever, and they run up to you and they hug you and you love them and they love you back. That's what I'm talking about. Or a friend that you hadn't seen for a long time, somebody you worked with years ago, and now you've reconnected somehow or another through whatever means. I'm just talking about, you have a respect for them and yourself. And so nurse that and have that. That is a benefit to you. Talking about benefits. Each day feels like a fresh canvas. Life becomes an experiment that you totally enjoy. If that's not happening to you, find out why not. It may take you a while to search that out. I don't know. But if you wake up every morning and can get that benefit working for you, then find out how that can work for you. The last one is blocks and limitations disappear. You no longer need them to protect you. When you have these benefits working for you in your life, and if you don't have them yet, and you say, okay, yeah, I need to start implementing that. I need to start implementing that one. Yep, I see where I need to work on that more. Not a problem. That's fine. Do it. But you will find out that what blockages you have had in your life. Maybe it's a relationship with a sibling that's been kind of at a distance, like this is as far as you're going. Not going any further, not letting you any further. The problem with that is you've not sat down and had the conversation with that person. Now it could be, I know people are immature, different stages in their life, may have to do with immaturity, whatever. But if possible, as far as it depends upon you, not them, you, be at peace with them. There's a lot of people that are not loving. We got family members that are not loving. But do what you can, as far as it's possible, as far as it depends upon you, that you can to have that benefits of a perfect life. Eventually, maybe they'll come around. It may be 5 years down the road, 10 years, 15 years down the road. Who knows? Okay? And then again, they may never come around. But these are the benefits of having a perfect life, is when you have these things that I just outlined in this video. And I hope that, these videos have gotten you to thinking about what a perfect life looks like, how you can begin implementing some things you may not even thought about. I didn't think about, I had never even thought about some of this stuff back whenever, but I've implemented and it has served me well. Yes, it has. So glad you found me. I'm glad I found you. Go ahead and make it a great day, and I'll see you again next time.